Yes, hello. We're going to get started right now. We're going to get started right now. So you better join. We start our today's business. Okay. All right. Okay. Hello and how are you? My name is Muhindo and I welcome you to our 14th lecture of creating a complete marketplace system. As you know, we always do 40 minutes. So I'll go ahead and start our timer. Well, so in the previous lecture, we had started creating our landing page. So if I click here, you'll be able to see that started designing this landing page. Okay. So we're going to proceed by finishing it. So we're going to begin by coming here. Okay, so let's go to our project. So this is the project. First of all, let's pick the color, the primary color, to be like that of our icon. So just simply come here, click on this picker. I can come and pick the primary color to be like that of our icon. I don't know if I can be able to pick from here. I think no. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to open our icon, our logo, which is this one. Click on it. Then I'll come and click here to pick the color. Then I move the mouse here. I think that is the color. So I'll come back to our primary colors. Here, click here, the primary color, press the other. Can do the same here. So when you restart our app, when you save it, the color should be updated automatically, accordingly. That's our primary color. So let's proceed. So I'm going to go to home section. What I'm going to do, I'm going to benchmark from this system, this one that I was doing some time back. So I'm going to give that row on top to become that have the primary color as background color. So what I'll do, I'll come to see. So I'll come this container on top and give it that color. Put your primary color. So there we go. After doing that, the next thing I'm going to do, I'm going to reduce on my image, okay, on my logo. I'm going to reduce on it. All right, so I'll just simply come here and give it a width of maybe 60. Let's try 40. Okay, it's still big. Let's try 35. But I think 40 can work for us. Let's try 35. There we go. Softer, I give here an expanded and I give a container. So this container is just a place where we're going to write the what. We're going to write the search. So we come to this fx container and say, and give it, so we say bordered and say true, and then say border color and say white. All right, so there we have our white. All right, our icon, we can give it a background color of white because it is already having the same primary color. Or what we can do it the other way around. We can let this one to be having the primary color, and then yeah, let's try this way around. So what if we give this one white? Okay, and then we come and make our border to be having the primary color, okay, to be white, container to be white as well, and then we give our border a primary color like this. Okay, so we can as well format the border in detail by doing like that, and then give it a width of maybe 2, so it can be a little bit bolded, or 3. All right, so can give border radius of maybe 5 or maybe 15, yeah, something like that, or 10. Yep. So after doing so, I'm going to go ahead and put the word search. Okay, search. So to put that search, I'll put it as a what? As a child to this. So let's go ahead and give it a child, and then go ahead and put fx and say search. All right, so that's our search, and then you can put maybe here 3 dots. However, our search, we can make it maybe black color. Let's try black color and see purely black. So I can put maybe here, yeah, search. All right, that's okay. Then what I'm going to do, I'm going to come here, I'm going to come that's our search. Then let's go ahead and reduce the padding. So come here to the border and put padding, edge instead of symmetric maybe, and let's say horizontal 10, and then vertical maybe 5, or let's make it maybe can increase the font size of the text to be a little bit bigger, font size of maybe 16, yeah, something like that. Yeah, that's what I want. So you can see how I'm achieving that. All right, maybe this one can make it 2. Let's make it 3 so it can look a little bit stronger. All right, so search. So you can say maybe search for anything, search for products, something like that. All right, we can give it font weight of maybe 500, or let's give it 400. Let's try 300 and see. That's okay. Search for products. All right, so in front of the search word, in front of search, maybe let's try it, reduce this padding. Yeah, maybe this padding on top, we can make it maybe 5. We can make it 8. Let's see. Yeah, so after padding left, you can make it 5. Let's try 0 and see. Yeah, so that's okay. And padding right, let's try 0. I shall put there something next to it, no problem. I can maybe put 5 on the right side. Okay, so let's go ahead and put here an icon for search. So I'll come here to our search for product. It is a what? It is a container. Let's make it a what? Let us make it a row. If you make it a row, there's no problem. That is good. So let's go ahead and put an icon of search. So come put here feather icons, put dot search like this. All right, so it has even our primary color. So I see it's not on the same line. So the same line, let's horizontal, let's try to reduce on the horizontal margin and make it 5 padding and make it 5. All right, so this search, let's go ahead and give it maybe line height of maybe 1.5, maybe let's make it 2. I see it's not. All right, let's try to keep it there where it is. Let's just come here and say cross alignment and put center. I think that's okay, though that search I feel like it is not in the same line. Main alignment, center is going to center everything. I don't want that. I don't want that still. Okay, so will I be forced to put a column on this search? Let's see what shall have. So I put search there, and then around the search put a column, and then put maybe size box and say height of maybe 5, so we can have that column in the same line with word products with a search. I think that's fine. Maybe you can increase here and make it 18. All right, so yeah, I think that's okay. I don't know. I think we can go with that, but I feel like it's not. Put your size and put width of 5. All right, yeah. Then maybe come here and make horizontal margin to be 8 and vertical margin to be let's see, 8. I think that's fine. Okay, search for product. I think that's fine. That's fine. So on the vertical, maybe you can reduce it, make it 3, make it 2. I think that's okay. Only that here margin top, I can make it 10, so it should not collide with the camera. All right, that's fine. I think that's fine. Search for products. All right. So after doing that, outside we're going to put the filter button, this one that someone will click on and get the filters. All right. Let's put that one at the far right. So I can just simply come and copy our feather icon here, and then come here at the end of the row here and put the filter at the end of the row. Is this expanded? Is in a row? It must be in a row. After the expanded, let's try to put this guy here. Yeah, that's where I want it to be. So you come and put here filter icon like this. You can increase its size and make it maybe 35. All right, let's try this. All right, let's go with that. I feel like I wanted another kind of an icon. All right, let's try to put that one there. All right, so let's put your size box of width 5, and then also here size box of width 5. Okay, I think that's fine. So our image can increase it to maybe and make it 8. Yeah, I think that's okay. I think that's okay. We can begin with that. Can improve it later. For now, let's go with that. Now we proceed. We want to put now this slider. We want to put this slider. You see it here. So to do so, we're going to need another package. So now we can proceed to this section now, on this section of the slider. All right. So we're going to put expanded and go ahead and surround this home. Hope you've seen how I've designed that top bar. Then we're going to go ahead and put here our builder and say expanded. So inside expanded, we're going to put the container. Okay, let's first begin by putting let's put the container. So surround it with the container, and then we go ahead and put these paddings. Okay, let's go ahead and put the paddings. So after putting the paddings, the next thing we're going to surround it with the refresh indicator. So come here and surround this guy with a refresh indicator. Okay, so this refresh indicator will take on refresh. Okay, so on refresh, we're going to, let me first import this primary color here. So that's the color of the refresh indicator and the background color. So we're going to put here on refresh. So here shall be calling our init. Okay, init state. Or can create a function called do refresh. So let us create it. So it will be a method. I just say create method called do refresh. So it's a synchronous function, so it shall be calling it when someone pulls down to refresh something. I mean the home. Alright, so after doing so, I hope you've seen how I've done that. Scroll view. Okay, so custom scroll view. So I'll go ahead and remove this child that we're having here, and then we're going to put now a custom scroll view. Custom scroll view will have multiple items in it. So I just simply come here and put custom scroll view. So this custom scroll view, the first thing it's going to take the first sliver. Alright, so I'll come and say slivers in this custom scroll view, and this slivers takes what? An array. Come here and put what? An array. Okay, so after doing so, to like this. Okay, so after doing so, now we're going to put our first sliver. Our first sliver is going to be simply what? Our first sliver is going to be simply our image slider. Okay, our image slider. So this carousel slider, that is let me show you the package of carousel slider. So come to YAML, and then you're going to see carousel slider. So this is the package. Let's go ahead and add it to our project. So I'll go to the internet and search for carousel slider flutter package. This is the one. The latest version is 4.2 at this moment. So I'll go ahead and install it. Come here to install, and then I'll go ahead and copy the name. So after doing so, I'll copy it and then come to our project, go to the terminal, and go ahead and import it like this. So to start importing, it has finished importing. So they have added cursor slider in our project. So after adding cursor slider into our project in our YAML, the next I'm going to do, now we're going to add it in our to our project. Okay, so let's go ahead and say this is how you add it. So you come on top here. So I can maybe create here maybe a slider. I can call here a widget called slider widget or slider section. So let me go ahead and create a method here. That is our slider widget. So it's going to return a widget, and then we go ahead and return cursor slider here. Just simply come and say return the cursor slider. So it takes different parameters. So I'll import the cursor slider like this. It has been imported. So it's going to take different parameters. Okay, so the first parameter that it will take options. So let me copy these options and explain them to you. Just come and put them here. I don't want to repeat things. So that the options, so you can go ahead and modify these options as how you want. Okay, you can pause the video and look at my own. However, you can modify yours as you want. So after, I can go ahead and put the item. The items is going to be now the data to be shown in this slider. So as it's saying, let's restart it and we see. It takes a map of items. Okay, it takes a list of what? A list of widgets. That's what it takes a list of widgets. Alright, so let's go to home. Right, there is some error. What are they saying? Okay, I think we did not specify the height of this cursor slider. That is why. Let's go ahead and see what could be the cause. Have here the items child count. Okay, child count. Okay, go ahead and specify here my sliver. Alright, we did not put in the sliver, that's the problem. So we have to put here the sliver list. Okay, so here this is supposed to be inside the sliver list. Okay, so we come here and let me go ahead and surround this one with a what? With a child. Okay, let's do that. So come here, let's surround it with okay, where is the sliver? Right, sliver widget. Okay, here, so you have the slivers here. So you see here under the slivers, we have to pack the sliver list. So come here and say we started with the child, and then with the center or container, and then say sliver list. And then instead of having a child, I put what we call delegate. Alright, so this delegate will take, so this sliver list will take the length. Okay, how long it is. Okay, so we go ahead and say, we also go ahead, specify the delegate. The delegate will be taking the sliver child delegate. Alright, sliver child delegate, which is going to be a builder. So what you do, I'm going to surround this custom scroll list view with a what? What am I doing? Doing it in the wrong way, sorry. Container. Sorry. This container is not that I'm supposed to, this sliver widget is not that I'm supposed to surround with the container or center. And then that sliver widget is done that I'm going to surround with what? With sliver list. So this sliver list will take a what? A delegate instead of a child. Alright, and this delegate is going to be a builder. So you come and surround this guy with a what? With a builder like this. Okay. However, this builder, it has different parameters to accept. Accept the context. Okay, the context, and then the context, and then the index. So we can just simply come here and put, so you're accepting only the index, and put comma, and I also put, we're accepting only the context, so I can put comma and put the index. And this is not just a builder, it is a what? Silver child delegate builder, right? And then we don't put this word builder, you don't need to specify builder like this, just simply open like that. So that's what it takes. And then after, we go ahead and specify how long this list is from the what? From this delegate. So this delegate will take here child count. Okay, so count this delegate and give it what we call child count after this container. Can make it 1 because our item here is going to be only 1. So that is how you make a what? That's how you make silver list. So if I come and refresh, you'll see that everything is okay. So you can pause the video and look at this very, very carefully. So that is our simple what? Our simple list. I mean our simple slider. Right now I've not put images, but when you put images, you'll see that everything will make sense. Okay, so that everything will make sense. All right. See, that's it. Okay, so what we're going to do right now, we're going to do what? To put the logic of okay, we're going to let's first proceed and finish at least the landing at once, and then after I finish the landing at once, we shall now go ahead and put the backend logic. However, this moment at least we can be able to see the what? We can be able to see the landing page with the what? With its respective slider. You can say maybe color to be primary. Can do this for the rest. Let's see. So width. Alright, so let me do the same here and just see. So you can see that, right? So we shall put the logic of putting the images that are coming from the back end later. All right, so let's proceed. So there you go. Now we're going to go ahead and do the top categories. Want to display top categories in this kind of format. In this kind of format. So what I'm going to begin with, I'm going to create our title widget, the one that will be like this, that if someone clicks on it, they should be able to see the details. Okay, so it's going to be a title widget that we're going to create, and then shall keep on reusing it. So let's proceed. So I'm going to do something almost the same. I'm going to just repeat what I've done here, and I put the title widget. So let's go ahead and just simply say come here and duplicate this silver list, duplicate it, and then I come and paste it here. So you see there are going to be 2. So what I'm going to do, instead of doing this, I'm going to now go ahead and create a title widget. So I can come to our widgets. I remember we had somewhere where we were putting our widgets. Here we have widgets here. We're going to put our title widget. So the title widget, we shall just be calling it to display the title, and it will have a click listener, whereby someone will click and then we call a function. All right, so let's go ahead and do that. So what I'll do, I'll just simply come here to to our widgets. Our widgets, how should I call it? Widget file. All right, so we don't have a title widget yet. So let me go ahead and come here and say create a title widget. So I'll just simply say widget. Okay, it's going to have I'm going to call it title widgets. So it will accept the title. So I'll put string here, say title. It'll accept the title. It will accept the title. It'll accept the function, the click function. So you can just simply say function like this in the capital letter and say maybe F, or I can say on tap, on click, function, and click. What else will it accept? Maybe it will have maybe options, right? Like view more text. So put here, you can put all these options if you want to. Whether it should be centered or not, or what and what. I think this guy has done it for us. Let's see what we've come up with. All right, let's see what Copilot has done for us. Then we can come and modify accordingly if you want to. Okay. Let's first remove this. I'll explain it. So let's add one more thing and say here string and say view more text to be view more. All right, so let's see now what Copilot can do for us. Okay, I'll come back and explain. Let's first what Copilot has done for us. So let's go ahead and call our title widget. So I'll come to a home screen. So you see I duplicated those two things. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to, instead of returning here a sliver, instead of returning here another widget like this, one here, just going to return our title widget view. I'll import it, and then it will take top categories and then view all. So view all can come later. Top categories like that. So if I come and refresh, you'll see that we have top categories. Okay, and then we have the view all here. So if I want to override the view all text, I can say view all and I add it. So I can just say maybe view more and I add my own text and say view more like this. So something like that, I can override it. However, let's go ahead and explain that thing. These others, so they should be having an icon or something like that. Icon, whether it's left or not, those are optional things. You can do them, you can leave them. Okay, then here what I want to explain to you here is just a padding that has an inkwell where someone, if taps on it, we shall be calling the function if someone clicks on this. And then it has a child which is having a text of center, a container. It has this padding. So you check if it has a padding or not, and we do this alignment, if it should be centered or not. And then after we have the text, the title. We check if the title is bold, we do the needful. If it's not bold, whether it's underlined or not. So if we come here and say maybe and put an option of title, let's go ahead. Okay, so how passing the options from here. Okay, so you can say maybe is underlined. If we make it true, now see that it will do it. It will go ahead and put true. So those are just options that you can create on your own, or you can leave them if you want. My only point is this one. So you can say put, for example, it has an icon. can say icon, I put that icon. Then if I say has an icon, I set it to true, it will go ahead and put the icon instead of what? Instead of that. So you can do just what you want according to this kind of setting that we did here, right? All right, so we proceed. You can pause the video and see what I was able to do here. You can pause the video and see what I was able to do here. All right. Okay, so only that I want it to be having a padding that is bigger. So let's go ahead and come here to container and say, maybe, do you have here a parameter of padding? Of course, I think no. I think it is here. So padding it will be taking a double padding all, but I don't need padding all. Just need some specific padding and specific margin. So I can just simply say symmetric. Then go ahead and say vertical 10 and horizontal 0, like this. That's what I wanted. So view all. Then the font size by default I can make it 20, and then should we put it in uppercase? Let's put it in uppercase. So the title can always be in uppercase. Okay, so let's put here to uppercase, something like that. Yeah, can go with that for now. So I have top categories and then a button for view all. All right, so we can proceed with that. So in here, one put our what? Our top categories. Okay, one put here our top categories, right? So let's go ahead and put there some dummy. So it's going to be another silver grid. Not this time, not silver list. It's going to be silver grid, and in that silver grid, so we're going to put the top categories. So let me show you. So it means that here, when someone will be clicking on this, it will be launching here this function, that the logic that we shall put there. You see, shall put here the logic that if someone clicks here, you should show all the functions. I mean all the categories list. So let's go ahead and conclude with the what? With our top categories. I mean our top categories. So this was a list, so it ends here. So we proceed to top categories. So it's going to be, let me see. So this silver list ends here. Now proceed top categories. Let's see what this guy has done for us. It's a silver grid, but we're going to let me first see what we got here and explain it. All right, let me explain it. So this one's going to be a silver grid, not a silver list this time. It's going to be a silver grid, and then I'm going to give it these parameters. Okay, so make it 8. So we're having 8 top categories. Now our image have a width of 50. However, you can see how I did better. And then the text. All right, let me use this one that I've already done, then so I can explain it better. I'm going to explain everything, you don't need to worry. Let me just get this silver list and the new delegate. I'm going to explain it everything. I'm going to explain everything, just don't worry. Okay, so instead of having our image, I'm going to put this. I'm going to explain everything. You don't need to worry. Okay, so all right, so let me come and explain everything right now. So here I've just put a silver grid. So the other, a list, it will be like in form of a list, like the way you see one is on top of the other. But here I've just put a silver grid. So a silver grid for it will be organized in form of what? In form of grid. Then it takes a delegate. A silver grid takes a what? A delegate. So this delegate is a silver grid delegate with fixed cross-access account. So you go ahead and say cross-access count to make it 4, cross-access spacing to make it 6, and then the ratio space child aspect ratio of 0.9, and then I put comma, and then those are like settings or the configuration. Then I put now the delegate itself. So the delegate itself, it's a builder. So you open bracket, and then inside that bracket you open another bracket, and then a curly bracket inside that bracket. Then you go ahead and pass build context, and then the int. So the int is the position of where that thing is. So in this, you go ahead and specify the number item that you want to display there. So for example, I'm specifying 8. However, we should dynamically change these ones. So after putting 8, I go ahead and put now this image. Okay, so I determine the width by saying the available width of this device divided by 5. You can also get that. Then I go ahead and put this image. You can watch this very carefully. It is just in a column, and then it has some spacer, and then I have now the clip rect, which is going to make it circular, and then I go ahead and put my image. This is the logo, and I put these settings. So that is how, and then I finish by putting the what? The image name here. So that's how we're going to display the what? The category. So you can pause the video and watch that very carefully so you can be able to achieve it. You can as well challenge it yourself